So I wish to go through a little bit the festival to give you the envy to join us. This year, the festival, first of all, is talking about the question of presence. I found this topic very important because we are living in a world where we are finally surrounded by technologies. We are surrounded by social network, communication, technologies are everywhere. And it's very interesting to observe how humankind is adapting to this, and especially in the artistic field. So that will be one of the, let's say, goal of the festival, which will be to confront the human activity, the human body, the human presence with these technologies, which will be embodied by electronic sounds, video installations. I will now go through a little bit of the main elements of the program. One more time, the festival is dedicated to, let's say, inviting international guests, and this is very precious and very important that Wrocław, NFM here in Wrocław, can become this attractive point, this place where we can suddenly have artists coming from all around Europe, and some of them are coming from further on. As an opening concert, we will invite the Austrian ensemble, Black Page Orchestra, for 2 concerts. And I'm very happy to open the festival with them because they have a very specific relationship with technology. They are really considering technology as an organ. It's really organic relationship. So I think it's very nice to start the festival with this. On the second day of the festival, it will be probably the biggest event of the entire program because it will take place during the Night of Museum. Night of Museum is a day where in Europe all the museums are open, and we here in NFM, we are also opening the doors. It will be 3 blocks for this day, 2 recitals, solo recital, 1 for harpsichord and electronic, and 1 for piano and electronic. The second block will be the orchestra programming. So this that will be very, let's say, joyful also for me to be able to come to the tradition, orchestra tradition, but of course in the context of mixing with electronic and video. And the third block will consist of a series of installation which will be proposed by the Wro Biennale, which is also our long-term partners, and we are very happy that we can join our forces together for this very special day, Night of the Museum. We will finish this first part of the festival on Sunday with 2 concerts. The first concert will be organized by the ZKP, which is the Polish Composers Union, which is also a partner and the founder also of the Musica Electronica Nova Festival. And it will be also a concert by the choir of NFM, in which we will pay a tribute to a very important composer, Kaja Sarajao, who passed away recently. So we are very happy that we can pay her a tribute for this concert. Then it will be a break for a few days, and we will come back to the festival on Wednesday with a very special event, which is a piece for MIDI organ. This is very specific, and one more time, I am very happy and proud that we can propose the project here, but not everywhere you can find MIDI organ. What is a MIDI organ? It means that part of the machine, part of the organ is controlled by the computer. So it means that there is one performer playing the organ, but all the changing of the sounds is produced by the computer. So it allows to create very, very specific music. As well for this concert, it will be also the partnership with the Wro Biennale, and it will be a specific installation proposed for this concert. So it will be probably a very beautiful evening. So after this organ concert, we are keeping going for the, let's say, the last big weekend. And on Thursday, it will be also several events. The concert dedicated to the young generation of composers. It's very important for us that we can work with very young composers, and it's a project which involves students both composers and performers from the Academy of Music of Wrocław, of Łódź, and of Katowice. So for us, it's also important that we can give to those young artists an occasion to be present, to perform in such a context. We will have also, just after, a very special, let's say, moment of the festival, which is the sound installation, which is called Greeting the Sun. And this installation is dedicated to this moment when the sun rises. And here the topic of the human presence is also interesting because the artist who made this installation, Przemysław Scheller, when I discussed with him, he explained to me that he wanted to record the nature at this beautiful moment when the sun rises. And he said to me, unfortunately, it's very difficult nowadays to find places where you cannot feel the human presence. So it's also a question linked with the ecology or with the fact that we are, as humans, we are also invading our world. So it will be a very special moment, probably quite meditative, let's say, to spend musical landscape, sounding landscape at this very special moment of greeting the sun. And we will finish this day with a performance dealing also with light. It's a performance which will be premiered at the festival by the French artist Hervé Birolini, who will perform electronic, but not only, he will also play with light and with very special devices which are producing little electric arcs. So it's very spectacular, it's very also organic, and we will stay in this very complex and fruitful relationship between human presence and complex machines. And then from the next days, we will start also to open our cycle, which is called Acousma Forum. So Acousma Forum is a cycle dedicated mostly to electroacoustic pure music, and we are inviting you to come in the Black Hall here in NFM and to lay on pufas and really to relax and to attempt to the concert in special conditions. So we will have several programs, Friday and Saturday, curated by the artists that we are inviting. So one will be curated by Hervé Birolini for a program of French and Canadian music, and it will be two sets proposed by the young Greek composer Philippos Sakagian. First set will be a premiere of him, so it will be a new piece with a dancer, so we will have the human presence also very strongly here. And the second will be a set dedicated to young Greek electroacoustic music. Also, in the same hall with the same acousmatic dispositif, which is very immersive, let's say, sound system, we will have two sessions on the last day dedicated to the children. It's very important for us that we can also propose session for the kids. I don't think that the music that we are programming, the contemporary music, is dedicated to anyone in particular. It can be listened by also the very young audience, and we have a long-term partnership with an artist who is curating specially a program for this occasion. And then just to finish the overview of the festival, we will have two more very important shows. One which is La Forme de l'âme, which means the shape of the soul, which is one more time including a dancer. The dancer is enlightened by the video projection, so it's a very special way to conceive light, one more time with a surround sound environment, very organic as well. And we will finish the festival with the invitation of another important ensemble, which is called the Vortex Ensemble from Switzerland. And in this concert, it will be a premiere by the young Polish artist, but also a performance which has several years, but which was quite unique, in which the composer Daniel Zea, who is the founder and the artistic director of this ensemble, is using a face tracking to control the sound. So it's very hybrid situation where the human presence, in a way, kind of dissolve into technologies. So I thought that it will be a great conclusion for this festival. I probably forget some other element. We have also some fringe events, partnership with the Art Academy here in Wrocław for a special project which is called Random Check. Also some extra event will be organized, some special evening and so on. So I really invite you to follow the website dedicated to the festival on the NFM website, where you can find all the information. And of course, I wish that we can meet in Wrocław in May for Musica Electronica Nova.